In the realm of Greek mythology, the legend of Hephaestus's birth is as dramatic as the god himself. He was the son of Zeus, the king of all gods, and Hera, the queen. His origins, however, are a subject of debate among scholars. Some argue that Hera bore him alone as retaliation against Zeus for his creation of Athena, who sprung from his forehead. Others contend that he was the product of a typical union between Zeus and Hera. Regardless of the circumstances of his birth, what set Hephaestus apart from the other gods were his physical disabilities. There are different myths about Hephaestus's early life and how he ended up being lame, with two main versions commonly told. In one version, Hephaestus was born lame and was cast out of Olympus by his mother Hera, who was repulsed by his deformity. He fell for a whole day before landing in the sea, where he was then rescued by sea nymphs. In a different version, Hephaestus attempted to protect his mother during an argument between Hera and Zeus, and as a result, it was Zeus who threw him out of Olympus. In this account, it's said that the fall resulted in his physical disability. Homer's Iliad alludes to this version with Zeus himself, stating that he threw Hephaestus down from Olympus after his attempt to save Hera from Zeus's wrath. After being thrown out of Olympus, Hephaestus became a skilled blacksmith and was nursed back to health by Thetis, a sea nymph. He made peace with his parents Zeus and Hera somewhat indirectly. He crafted a beautiful golden throne as a gift for his mother Hera. However, once she sat on it, she found herself bound to the throne, unable to stand. Upon hearing of her predicament, the gods begged Hephaestus to return to Olympus to release Hera, but he refused. Only when Dionysus, the god of wine, got Hephaestus drunk and promised him a beautiful wife, Aphrodite, the goddess of beauty and love, did Hephaestus agree to return to Olympus. As part of the release conditions, Zeus had to promise Hephaestus that Aphrodite would be his wife. Back on Olympus, Hephaestus released Hera from the throne, reconciling with his parents and officially regaining his place among the gods of Mount Olympus. Although he was considered unattractive by the gods, Hephaestus was married to Aphrodite, the goddess of love and beauty. Their marriage was turbulent and fraught with Aphrodite's infidelities, providing fertile ground for myths and legends. Despite his personal dilemmas, Hephaestus remained focused on his craft, striving to push his creative limits with each new project. He was a true testament to the idea of dedication and passion, turning his unfortunate physical conditions into the drive that made him the best at his craft. Part 2. Hephaestus and his divine creations. Hephaestus, the god of fire, metalworking, and craftsman, was renowned for his extraordinary skill and unparalleled craft. His gift to imbue life into inanimate metal was legendary in Greek mythology and laid the foundation for many thrilling myths and epic tales. Notably, one must venture into what Hephaestus himself did not create, but was inevitably tied to: the thunderbolts of Zeus. The original thunderbolts, undeniably powerful and awe-striking, were forged not by Hephaestus but by the Cyclopes. These one-eyed giants were masters in their own right, skilled in the art of the forge. When Zeus freed them from the prison of Tartarus, they reciprocated the act of liberation by gifting him his iconic thunderbolts. Hephaestus's relationship with these proficient beings, the Cyclopes, was known to be of mutual respect, rooted in shared skill and craftsmanship. In a later, less common myth, Apollo, in his fit of rage over Zeus's killing of his son Asclepius, murders the Cyclopes responsible for crafting the divine thunderbolt. With the Cyclopes gone, it is plausible that the task of crafting the powerful symbols of Zeus's authority fell upon Hephaestus. But Hephaestus's brilliance truly shone in his unique creations. His artistry gave form to objects of magnificent beauty, unrivaled power, and divine aura. Each artifact Hephaestus fashioned held within it a story, a piece of the vast puzzle of Greek myth. Among Hephaestus's creations were the Shield of Achilles. Hephaestus is most famous for forging the armor and shield of Achilles, the great hero of the Trojan War. Homer's Iliad contains a lengthy description of the intricacy and beauty of the shield, including its depictions of the earth, sea, sky, and various scenes of human activity. Pandora. Hephaestus also crafted the first woman, Pandora, from clay at the behest of Zeus. Pandora, meaning all-gifted, was given attributes from various gods, and was sent to Earth as a punishment to humanity for Prometheus's theft of fire. Pandora famously possessed a box, actually a jar, which contained all human miseries. Automatons. Hephaestus created various automatons, self-moving machines, to assist in his work. For instance, he crafted golden handmaidens who could speak and had intelligence. He also made a set of automated bellows for his forge and mechanical horses for his chariot. Weapons and objects for gods. Hephaestus crafted various weapons and items for the gods. He made Apollo's bow and arrows, Hermes' winged helmet and sandals, the Aegis breastplate worn by Athena and Zeus, the girdle of Aphrodite, and even the chariot of Helios, the sun god, the unbreakable chains of Prometheus. According to legend, it was Hephaestus who bound Prometheus with unbreakable chains on a mountain as punishment for stealing fire from the gods to give to humans. Hephaestium, Temple of Hephaestus. Located in Athens, this temple is thought to be dedicated to Hephaestus. It's one of the best preserved examples of Greek architecture. Remember that Greek mythology often includes various versions and interpretations of the characters and their stories. These items represent many depictions of Hephaestus's craftsmanship, but different sources may have alternate portrayals. His creations usually shared a common trait. They were magnificent artifacts possessing intricate details, incredible powers, and rich symbolism, truly showcasing Hephaestus's unparalleled talents as the god of craft. In each of these artifacts and beings, Hephaestus infused his divine craft, showcasing not only his unmatched prowess as the divine blacksmith, but also his ability to breathe life into an unformed lump of metal or clay. Each creation of Hephaestus marked a milestone in Greek mythology, stirring events that charted the course for many heroic tales and divine dramas. Part 3. Hephaestus and Aphrodite. In the predominant tradition of Greek mythology, Hephaestus is married to Aphrodite, the goddess of love and beauty. However, it should be noted that in some versions of the myth, notably in Homer's Iliad, Hephaestus is not wedded to Aphrodite but to Charis, one of the three Graces. This narrative is less prevalent and widely recognized, but is equally worth mentioning for a comprehensive understanding of Hephaestus's marital relationships in Greek mythology. The actual details and narratives can vary between different versions of Greek mythology due to translation, interpretation, and storytelling over many centuries in many different regions. For now, let's focus on the version of Aphrodite. As we mentioned earlier, Dionysus persuaded the hesitant Hephaestus to return to Olympus by promising him marriage to the enchanting Aphrodite, a strategic move attuned by Zeus to preserve divine harmony. However, Aphrodite was not faithful to Hephaestus. Her most notable affair was with Ares, the god of war. In a famous tale, Helios, the sun god, saw Aphrodite and Ares together and informed Hephaestus, who then set a trap for them. He crafted an invisible net and ensnared them in it when they were together, making them the object of ridicule among the other gods. The tale further emphasizes Hephaestus's intelligence and craftsmanship as he skillfully uses his craft to outwit Ares and Aphrodite. Yet it also highlights his plight, generally described as the least fortunate among the Olympian gods despite his significant skills. The narrative of Hephaestus and Aphrodite can be used to explore various themes, such as the fickleness of love, the value of craft and intelligence, and the sometimes unjust realities of divine politics. As such, it would be worth telling in a comprehensive exploration of Hephaestus's character and myth. Part 4. Impact and Influence. The realm of Hephaestus extends beyond the mythical tales and legends. The influence and popularity of this unique Greek deity were far-reaching, finding expression in many aspects of ancient Greek culture, shaping their worldview, values, and societal norms. In a society that deeply valued physical perfection and glorified the heroic ideal, Hephaestus stood as a paradox. While he was physically impaired, a trait often associated with weakness, helplessness, or inferiority, he commanded respect for his master craftsmanship and intelligence. This seeming contradiction aligns with the Greek practice of creating gods in their image, thus making the divine realm a reflection of the human one, complete with imperfections and contradictions. The artistry and skills of Hephaestus played a central role in several myths and epic tales, designed to embody and espouse virtues such as bravery, intelligence, creativity, and resilience. His ability to create extraordinary, powerful objects demonstrated to ancient Greeks the power and value of skilled labor and craftsmanship, thus elevating the status of craftsmen, artisans, and blacksmiths. Moreover, his persisting commitment to his craft, in spite of his physical disabilities, offered a potent image of strength, resilience, and perseverance. Temples and worship places dedicated to Hephaestus, such as the famous Hephaestum in Athens, are testament to his popularity among common folk and craftsmen. Many festivals, like Chalkaya, a festival of bronze workers, also celebrated his creative prowess and his role as a protector of artisans. Moving beyond the confines of mythology, the archetype of Hephaestus emerges in contemporary discourse in psychology, popular culture, and disability studies. Psychologists often use Hephaestus in Jungian analysis to represent the wounded healer, one who finds purpose and healing in the midst of suffering through his creative work. As the god of manufacturers, Hephaestus holds modern relevance as a symbol of innovation, technology, and industrial progression. Moreover, his narrative is insightful in understanding disability, not as an impediment, but as an aspect of diversity and a catalyst for creativity and transformation. Hephaestus offers a global symbol of resilience and determination, embodying the ideal that it is not our physical traits but our character, skills, and contributions that define our identity and worth. Part 5. Conclusion. The legacy of Hephaestus. The story of Hephaestus is not just the tale of a mythical god, but a narrative that carries profound symbolism and a multitude of interpretations. It offers insight into the Greek paradoxes and perspectives, the historical norms and cultural evolution, as well as echoes of modern societal discourses. The portrayal of Hephaestus, with his physical impairment, crafts a unique narrative among myths and legends. In a pantheon of gods, caricatured as embodiments of physical perfection and strength, Hephaestus's story refutes the notion that perfection is the ideal. His skill as a craftsman and the respect he earned for it illustrate the idea that admiration and respect come not from physical appearances but from talent, dedication, and craftsmanship. His creations, ranging from divine weapons to the first mortal woman, each carry a distinct mark of his craftsmanship, coupled with their unique myths. These creations were not just tools and characters, but strong threads that wove the rich tapestry of Greek mythology. In the minds of the ancient Greeks, his work symbolized the crucial role of creativity, craftsmanship, and invention, thus contribute to a society's advancement and civilization. Hephaestus's legacy transcends from the tales of mythology into various aspects of contemporary life. In the psychological landscape, his narrative is often associated with the archetype of the wounded healer, offering a psychological image for individuals who heal themselves by helping others. In the context of disability studies, Hephaestus serves as a valuable example of a character who is not defined by his disability, but by his skills and contribution to the society. His profile depicts resilience, human spirit, and the ability to overcome adversity, a powerful message to individuals and society about the many forms of strength and the potential for achievement that exists in all. Preferences towards innovation, industry, and invention have also found resonance with Hephaestus's persona in popular culture, making him a timeless symbol in those realms. In essence, the tale of Hephaestus and his influence is a narrative interweaved with many threads and themes. It is an exploration into the world of Greek mythology, an understanding of societal norms and attitudes, an insightful analysis of individual tenacity, and a tale that continues to hold relevance in contemporary discourse. The story of Hephaestus is a bona fide testament that the power of mythology lies not just in tales of yore, but the messages they convey, the values they instill, and the societal mirrors they hold up to us. Thank you so much for joining us on this journey through the incredible story of Hephaestus, the god of fire and forge. We hope you found this as fascinating as we did. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more great content like this. Leave us a comment below. We'd love to hear your thoughts on Hephaestus' story. Stay curious, keep exploring, and we'll see you in our next video. Until then, take care and stay safe.